I'm going to pass it over to Jean, who's going to announce our first microgrant recipient.
I do want to go back to just look at all 6 of those finalists. If we had money to fund all of them, my gosh, it would have been such a different kind of a decision. But we did reach out to subject matter experts. We got as much information about the projects themselves as we could, and we asked questions of the applicants. The advisory board made their decision after reviewing all 6, and it's with pleasure as the president of the board of directors to announce the first of our microgrant recipients for 2022 is PRA. Congratulations. I know, like, we're trying to work across the world as far as time zones go, and some people are able to connect and others aren't. This group is very sustainable development goal focused. You'll see on the slide in front of you that they've got their own bundle of 6 goals that they're working toward. I wanted to take a minute to review with you what they presented to Stardust as their problem they were trying to solve that relates to the SDGs that we're working on, as well as the solutions that they bring to the table. The group PRA is based in Cameroon, and they have plans to scale to West Africa, generally speaking. With the enthusiasm and determination that this group brings, I have little doubt that that will happen. The problem that they address is packaging. The use of wood from trees is leading to deforestation. In Cameroon, it takes about 15 years for the tree farm kind of cultivation of trees for paper to reach fruition. As far as solutions to packaging, plastic is another one that we use universally. So PRA wanted to find a solution that would bypass plastic altogether and reuse consumed paper already. So they're using waste paper, but blending it uniquely with the stems from the trunks of the large plantain banana trees that grow locally. Where the forest products take 15 years to be ready to be harvested, the stems from these banana plants, they're coming in every 6 months. So there's an enormous amount of the material available. In fact, Cameroon produces 4 million tons per year. And it's the simplicity and the speed of the process that PRA put forward that was very attractive to Stardust. In terms of the solution, the work that PRA will do leads to not only getting closer toward, we're all trying to reach those sustainable development goals, but it's going to take a world of effort for the next few years. But they're moving toward those goals, and they're also adding jobs in the community. They're very aware of hiring and giving more opportunities to women locally. And they're also very, very focused on community sustainability. The founder of PRA wrote, "Having experience in what we do, coupled with our love and determination to do it, our specific concern about young rural women empowering and climate change reduction are all elements that differentiate us from similar projects of this kind." As far as the microgrant from Stardust, they'll be using that money to put toward the acquisition of drying equipment, because part of the process of the taking the banana stems is getting it down into a pulp, then you have to dry it. And so the purchase of that drying system is half of the microgrant. The other money will go toward raw materials, chemicals used in the process, and what have you. We have a small video that the group put together that, Camille, you can share now.
Do you know that 11% of wood deforestation around the world is used to produce paper? I'm Sijeta Mohamel, I'm founder of PRA. Me and my team, we decide to solve those problems by processing paper waste and also banana production waste, which is stems. This is an sample of fiber coming from stems. We're processing into biodegradable packaging like this one. By doing this, we work on SDG 6, which is reduction of deforestation, SDG 13, which is proposed alternative to plastics, and also recycling waste, which conclude to the reduction of carbon in environment. We also work on SDG 5, 8, 10, and 11. How? By create job, by empowering rural women, by adding new revenue stream to farmer, and really by our small experience inspire young to believe in their ability to be the change they want to see in the world. During our process of processing paper packaging, we dry paper plate, and the time to dry it really depends on the presence of sun or not. We will buy a dryer with a microgun, and also the microgun will help us to have working capital to satisfy the big demand market that we have now. Thank you.
As she mentioned in the video, and as they mentioned in their proposal, they're ready to scale. So congratulations.
Congratulations. Please know that if you weren't selected, it was a very, very, very difficult choice. And we are here in other ways to be able to support you. So please feel free to reach out. We will be in touch as well. So congratulations to BioAny, and you're here today. So
we are very excited too. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we're super happy. Thank you. It will be a big, big, big boost for us.
So this is an incredible project. I'm just going to speak a little bit about it. Their project is located in the Ivory Coast. So on the top right, you can see kind of where that is. And also the SDGs that they're working on at the bottom right there. Again, there's 6. So we have no poverty, good health and well-being, decent work and economic growth, responsible consumption and production, climate action, and life below water. So the problem that they're trying to solve is immense. The fisheries sector in Ivory Coast employs more than 400,000 people and represents both an import and an export for the country. In 2022, the Ivorian government committed to a 10-fold increase in fish production by 2025. So this is really an industry that's kind of taking off there at this point. However, conventional fish meal, the food fed to these farmed fish, is actually made of wild caught fish and bycatch and fish byproducts, which is hugely threatening the maritime food chain because of the devastating effects of practices such as dragnet fishing. 1 kilogram actually of fish meal requires 4 kilograms of wild fish, and 80% of the fish actually consumed in Ivory Coast is imported, which is not great for the environment either. So a big environmental sustainability issue there. So BioAny actually produces animal feed and fish meal made from black soldier fly larvae, which are fed from locally collected bio waste they find in the street and at markets. This specific type of larva is high in protein. It reproduces quickly and can come in many forms. So live, frozen, dehydrated concentrates, oils, so many more forms. 40% of the waste ingested by the larva is then transformed into natural fertilizer, which is helpful for local farms and many other uses. And the remaining 60% is transformed into proteins, which turns into animal feed and fish meal. The production is local, immediate, and low cost, and is therefore resilient to economic and environmental shocks. Here are some pictures.
This one is the actual farm where you can see the white roof. It's 300 square meters, and we've got 48 crates in it. And each crate can consume every day 120 kilograms of bio waste that we transform into fertilizer and protein. And we can, in this small farm that you can see here, we actually harvest 120 tons of bio waste every month to transform it into protein and fertilizer. Yeah, so you can see on the right-hand side the crates here. This is where the bio waste is. We put the bio waste there, and the larva eats it. And on the left-hand side, it's the eggs. So this is approximately, I would say, 2 grams of eggs, and those 2 grams of eggs will be transformed into 6 kilos of larva, and they will eat during the whole process. They will eat about 10 to 15 kilos of waste. And on the right-hand side there, it's where all happens. It's where the flies mate to produce the eggs. The flies only eat water, which is pretty interesting. They live only 10 days, and their only goal is to make larvae.
Hi everyone, I'm going to talk to you about BioAny. BioAny is a farm specialized in the production of insect fertilizer and insect protein. For this we're using black soldier fly larvae, and we feed them with bio waste that we find a bit everywhere in our environment. The larvae are fed for about 7 days. So you can see the larvae here. They're eating the bio waste that we've put a few days ago. And you have this fertilizer, the brown frass that you can see here, and the larva. One is going to be used to fertilize soils. So the fertilizer, it's the frass of the larva. And the other one, the larva itself, is going to be dried and transformed into meal, which is going to be used as animal feed to replace fish meal. For $2,000, we can increase production and thus increase the collection of bio-waste and everything that's going around the farm. With the $2,000, we will buy a vibrating screen and a solar dryer, which will really help us to increase our performance and our impact. Any response to different environmental huge problem nowadays? There is the waste problem that Björni helps by collecting bio-waste in the environment to feed to the larvae. There is agricultural problem regarding animal feed by producing local insect protein. It helps to reduce the use of fish meal. And there is the other one, it's the fertilizer that we make, helps to improve soils and agriculture in local environments. Asbian is a new way to see and to do agriculture. It's a huge employment capacity.
Thank you for joining today and being active and participating and being able to receive this news firsthand. Congratulations, and we'll be in touch. If you are interested in helping us fund more of these projects, give more money, find more amazing people around the world, we need your support as well. So we couldn't do it without you.